Oh, morning everyone. Apologies in advance, I'm absolutely shattered. All right. If any of us sound a bit subdued this morning, it's not because we've had a good week. Haven't had a good week, it's just we really have not had a lot of sleep. And that is because we have been at a camp called Newday, which was from Monday, and we only got back last night. And I'm actually incredibly impressed at how many youth have made it to church this morning, because even my own family haven't made it. They're all still in bed at home watching this online. Just before I call up some of our youth, let me just explain. So Newday was a camp over near Norwich. I don't know exactly where, but it took a long time to get there on the coach. And we were camped together, and there were around 7,000 young people gathered together to worship God and have fun. And some of our youth, I've got to say, we are incredibly proud of how our youth coped. Because some have never camped before. Others, the nearest thing they can remember was transformed quite a few years ago now. And this was about 3 times bigger in that event. And but they got stuck in and we felt really proud. And then around 1:30 a.m. you're woken up by what sounds like a game be going inside the lads' tent, and the girls decide to hop to the toilets in their sleeping bags and fall over the volleyball net and start giggling, and all those wonderful thoughts of the youth start to change somewhat in those moments. But just as before we call them up, I took a video of the worship in the big top on the last night. I don't know if we've got that, just to sort of give you a bit of a flavour, a bit of a scale of what this looked like from our sort of point of view at the big top. Have we got that little video? Yeah, go for it. Yeah, give them a round of applause, right. And our youth are literally at the front. Of course they are. So we're going to welcome them to the front now. If you're going to join me, come on, youth. Let's give them some encouragement. Let's welcome them to the stage. Especially as they've hardly had any sleep, and yet they've made it here this morning. I am well impressed how many of them are here. All right, so this might take a while, but I'm just going to get some ideas, some highlights from everyone on what they all enjoyed. I've just asked them to just give us their favourite bits. Some will be spiritual, some will be, just all the fun. So, Georgia.
My favourite part was definitely in the big top.
Yeah.
Like, the atmosphere in there was just amazing. We were surrounded by 7,000 young people, all like proper worshipping. And like, it was such an amazing thing to witness and to also be a part of. Yeah. It was just really good.
Brilliant. And you sound a bit hoarse, a bit like me. We're all a little bit croaky this morning. Eliza?
The waffle sticks and the cheesy chips.
Brilliant. No,
First of all, thank you for buying me the cheesy chips.
Oh, you're welcome.
My favourite bit was probably just, I liked how everyone just came together and all that, and everyone kind of became one big family, because like everyone's kind of in the same boat, and it was really nice seeing other people connect with God, like my age.
Absolutely. Can I just say, we went together with Jubilee and King's Church Darlington, so we were like camped together, and we had a volleyball court in the middle of all of our tents, and then we had a marquee where we all kind of ate together, and we had some cooks that were from Iran, so we had this amazing sort of like food all week, and it was great seeing all those dynamics. Melody actually had a birthday, didn't you? During New Day, how was that?
It was really good. Everyone sang happy birthday to me at midnight, which was really nice.
Yeah, at midnight, they all decided to break out in song. Actually, we did too. It was funny. It was great fun. And did you get any freebies on your birthday? Because you were like walking around with a big, it's my birthday kind of statement. So did you get anything?
I got a free drink.
You got a free drink? Absolutely. Brilliant. Pippa, so the Fergusons joined us halfway through the week because they had just been in Africa for a month. So how did you find it kind of coming in halfway through?
I found it really good. It was better than I expected, but I think my favourite part was definitely like worshipping with like 7,000 other people your age.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, can you imagine that, just being surrounded? You saw just a clip of it there, and these guys, like I said, we were queuing. We had to leave like an hour before the meeting just to try and get a space. And one of the guys just said it was like when the crowds of people going into the tent, it felt like a football match. But to have that surrounded by people that are going into that tent to worship Jesus, the impact that had was incredible. Now, Sam, all right, tell us a little bit about the healing nights at Newday.
So every year at Newday, on the Thursday night, it might be a Thursday night for it was Thursday night this year, a guy comes to the front and he prays a prayer over everyone in the big top, of a prayer of healing. And he asks you to put a hand on the area of your body that you want to be healed, and you can put the other hand in the air. And I've had a foot condition in my feet for about 6 or 7 years now, where like if I stand or walk for too long, or I haven't stood on my tiptoes in about 7 years because there would just be constant agony in my feet. And as he was praying the prayer, I had one hand on my foot and one hand in the air, and I felt like a tingling in my feet. And after he finished the prayer, I stood on my tiptoes and there was no pain at all.
Come on. So Sam, what's your new nickname now?
Happy feet.
Happy Feet. Here we go. Will.
Hello.
Hello. What were some of your highlights from the week?
I think the worship was probably up there. Yeah. And the raves on the nights.
The raves on the nights as well. Can I just say, I'm not saying anything like it. On the build up to the meeting, they just had a massive party. It was like a big disco, and then afterwards there was the like late night raves that these guys somehow found all the energy for. So you enjoyed that, Gabe?
Hello.
Hello. Some of your highlights.
It was probably getting to the semi-final in the competition, and then the seminars as well. Yeah.
So, just to explain, just for a second, remember how many people I told you were at Newday? Yeah? TVC football team made it to the semi-finals of the football cup, all right? So they got to play on a floodlit pitch after all the meetings at night, with hundreds of people surrounding them watching it. That was a highlight. Gabe was the goalkeeper. It was from 15s to 18-year-olds, and we didn't tell them how old Gabe was, but he was our goalkeeper that night, and these guys did absolutely brilliant. Ben?
Scoring the winning penalty to get through the semi-final.
Absolutely brilliant. John?
Rugby at 2 a.m.
No. That was not one of the highlights. That's where they kind of saw the worst of me. My inner dragon came out at that point. But anything else, Josh?
Like the other guys said, the worships on the night, being surrounded by that many people was just like a class. Yeah.
Class, brilliant. And finally, Zach?
I was going to say the seminars, because they were just really helpful about like life and how to be a Christian in the modern day. So yeah.
Can I just say, I think on second day, they had a choice of footy, volleyball, free time, or there was a seminar on what does it mean to be a godly man, and all our lads went, we're going to that seminar. I'm like, that's our boys. Come on. It's brilliant. Houston, come round. You look less tired than me. Why? That's have you managed it?
It's all on the inside. You can't see it. I'm just exhausted.
Bottling it all up. From your perspective, what did you make of it?
So besides learning the value of sleep, I think the biggest thing for me is we talk about that this is the generation of now. This is the generation that's going to lead us into. They're going to lead churches. They're going to lead communities. They're going to be in their workplace, putting God at the center of that all. And I think seeing them all together, praying for each other, worshiping, just putting God at the center of their lives this week has just been amazing. And it's just great to see what they're going to do from this point and how they're going to use that. So.
Absolutely. Brilliant. Yeah. Fantastic. There was one of the speakers on one of the nights. He said this: the greatest stories told about Jesus and what he's doing have not yet been told yet. This generation right now is rising up. We are incredibly proud of our youth. You know, apart from the 2 a.m. stuff, these guys got stuck in because it wasn't easy and there was sleep deprived, lots of people everywhere, and they did really, really well. And I want you guys to feel proud of these guys. And we want to go back next year. We will be back sometime on stage and going to ask for some money to help to support us to go next year and buy some better tents that don't leak and some of these fold-out chairs so that our backs are not wrecked